right, people, welcome to Future Fiesta Wednesday. One more minute, and then we're gonna start. And today's topic is very interesting. We would be talking about how we can create a live chat option on our website so customer can interact with us. We can create the live chat or, in fact, a message or SMS chat as well. So I'm gonna show you how to create that widget and how to integrate that with the website that you have made in the sale process. Also, if you create the chat widget within the sale process, you can put it on your external website, like on your WordPress site or essentially any website that you have created, like HTML website. Even outside the sale process, you can do it. And the widget will connect both of them together. That means if one of your customer visits your website that is built outside the system, he can send you the message which will be grabbed automatically by the sale process, and we will be creating a tiny automation for that, so you get the notification about that, and how we can create the auto reply to that. Gonna build up all of those things today. So I believe today only 2 people have joined. That is interesting, and it's 5 minutes past our meeting time. So I think enough waiting. Let me share my screen, and can it be put in a store? Sorry, Jodine, could you please unmute yourself and ask your question?
Yeah, I was just running on the live chat. Can you hook it up so that it's in your store?
Yeah, you can put the same feature on your store. So that means you are creating the store within the sale process, right?
Right.
Yeah, you can put it on your store as well. No worries
Okay.
there.
And
So,
daylight savings time, so that's probably why you don't have as many people on.
yeah, that is interesting because uh, for me, the time went ahead, and I was actually here an hour ago, and then I got the notification that the call doesn't start for another hour, and I was like, okay, I have to wait another hour for this call. So yeah. Mm.
Well, and the main reason I jumped on to see if it was actually this time, because I jumped on the morning one, and the morning one started at 7 instead of, or yeah, but for me it said 8, but it actually started at 7. So
Yeah, it is.
it's all confusing.
Yeah, exactly. It is saying that it is starting on 6 for me, and it should be starting for me. It should be starting on actually 5 rather than the 6. So, but it happens. No worries. So let's start. I'm gonna share my screen. There you go. So, again, we are in the once you are logged into the sale process, in the sites, you see this chat widget option in here. And we're gonna create a new chat widget. We have like a lot of them created for the previous classes, but let's create a new one. When we create a new chat widget, now this one is important in here because though Pradeep is not here, but he's using the WhatsApp, and he can create the WhatsApp chat widget too, as well as live chat and email and SMS chat. Now, the difference in all three of these widgets, SMS and email, whatever message the customer is going to send through the chat widget is going to receive in here, and you can reply them through SMS and email, and it's going to work the same. The live one, it will grab the message, will deliver it into your conversation. You can use the conversation AI bot as well to reply it, as well as the workflows to reply it. And WhatsApp, as I said before, you can reply through the WhatsApp channel. So let's select the SMS and email chat for now. And in here, okay. So this is the chat widget that I was talking about, this thing. Now consider this white box, right? The whole white box is your website. Right now we are on the desktop view. You can see it how it would look on mobile view, the tablet view or the mobile view. But right now we are in the desktop view. This is the chat widget that we are trying to create. I'm gonna call it chat widget demo chat widget. That would be good. Demo chat widget. Okay. And now we want to customize it. So there are lots of things that we can customize about this thing. First thing is, let's look at the styling. So here you will see the icon with the message and a cute lady there. If you want your staff picture to be there, your picture maybe, you can use this same chat prompt, or we can use the prompt without the picture, according to whatever your preference. Let's select one with the picture. Now this icon that you see in the bottom, how should it look like? You can put up your own icon in here. You can also use one of these icons that are already provided to you. So what I would like, I usually like this particular icon. And you can also upload your icon from the media library in here. And this is the color theme for the whole chat widget. Like if I click on it, it opens up this blue themes, whole thing. So let's change the color to maybe green or maybe red or maroon, whatever color this is, yellow and purple. You can also create your own color. You have to tell it every color in here, like let's say what should be the color of that icon. And as I'm moving the color picker, you can see the color of the icon is getting changed. What should be the background color? This color that you see in the background. Let's make it a little bit gray, something like that. So there you go. You can customize that. So in here, you can customize your own color theme as well as the chat widget color. All of them are listed in here. Let's select the purple one. But now for this one, when the prompt is there and nobody has interacted with this prompt, you can actually customize the message that is showing in here. Like this one says, "Hi there, have a question, text us." If you want to change any wording on this, you can change that. Like let's say I want to say, "Hey, got a question? Send us a message." Something like that. So whatever message we type in, that will become the part of your prompt. And let me put the default one back. Okay, now this one here, you can change the question. Now enable the custom greeting. If you want the custom greeting to be there, you can change that one as well. In the widget customization, when we open that, we can allow the avatar image. We can change that image by clicking this replace button, and you can upload the your image from here. And now this portion, widget position, this is the widget and this is the whole canvas for your website. Right now, it is on the bottom right corner. This one is selected. Maybe you want it on the left upper corner, or maybe left bottom corner, middle, right upper corner, or right middle. You can place it from all of these 6 different positions, and you can put it anywhere. So according to your design of your website, you should pick up the position where it should be visible enough, but it should not overlap any text that you have in your website. So it should grab the attention, but it should not be distracting that the person would not click on it, or maybe interact more with this rather than going to product purchase or something like that? Could you guys give me a few seconds? Sorry about that, guys. I had a knock on the door and I had to attend. There was some guest. And okay, so we were here discussing the chat widget position on the website. Now, in the bottom is you can customize its dimension. Right now, it is selected as auto, and if you see, the height and width will be auto adjusted according to the screen size. That means this widget will always be in the bottom right corner. You can customize it and tell it where it should be, but that will create a problem when we go to the different views. Okay, so what I suggest to you guys is to the widget dimension should be selected as auto. Now, the second portion, as I click on this chat widget, sorry about that, it will be, now this is the chat window. So let's customize that. The title and intro, like this one, have a question. You can change it from here, like you send us a message, or essentially anything in here, but you want to put it on the top of this chat widget title. You can also type in or customize the intro message in here. Now, the next thing is very important. This is the data collection form that we have integrated in this chat widget. And by default, it is set as name, phone number, and the message from your customer. What I recommend every time is you should also enable the email collection. Now, if you want to collect any particular data from your customer, you can create that custom question in the custom fields, and you can add that question in here. It will list all of those questions in here. Like, for example, let's add what is your favorite movie or something like that. Silly question, so I'm going to remove it. But any custom question according to your preference, you can add them in here. But at least do add the email question there. Also, the bottom button text that you see right here, which is saying send, and then the arrow showing to click it for to send the message to us. We can change that one to, like, let's say I type press or something like that. So, but and in the bottom, you see additional option. Click that and then scroll down. Right now, it would say every time when you put up this chat widget on your site, it's going to say powered by sale process. But you can change that from here, like type in your brand name, maybe by ABC Company, maybe. and you can type in your website, like for example, abc.com. So what will happen when the customer would click here, it would open up that particular domain that you type in here, and it would show up that one here. If you want to turn off this feature totally, you can do that. Also, this is for HIPAA compliance. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so in here, what happens is this is like the HIPAA compliance that you see. This one is like we are getting the consent from the customer to send them the messages, especially the messages is the consent that we want for SMS and email. Getting that consent is required and is law in US and in many other countries as well. You cannot send anyone any message unless you have their prior consent. So this is that checkbox. If you want it on your chat widget, you can just enable it through here, or what you want, what should be the behavior of that checkbox, and do you want that in here or not? You can enable and disable it in here. This one, should there be a check mark or not? And what should be the message that you are typing in here? You can also customize that one too. Now, this is what is happening. Till now, we have customized the icon, the color, how it looks. Should there be an agent picture there? What should be the question? What it should collect in the form of data. Now, let's go to the messaging part. Now, this one here you see, this is the question that was given there. The person added this answer. And now this is the reply that is coming from you to the customer on your website in the chat widget. But how should it look? Can we send it automatically? One thing. Can we talk to any customer live and directly? Yeah, we can do both the functions, either choice. What I recommend is not to use live feature because you're not available to your customer 24/7 and anyone can send you a message at any time unless you have a team of people who can be 24/7 available. You should not use the live feature, but rather use the one that I selected, SMS and email one. When you select SMS and email, the customer should receive one message at least automatically, like this one. Thank you. One of our representative will be in contact with you shortly. To set that up, we can create that in here. What should be the message that should be sent, how the icon that is sent from us should look like. We can select, we can again upload the icon from of our choice. Also, we can change the color of that particular icon to the choice, to our choice. Let's select something like, okay, something like in here, or I don't know. Anyways, let's select this color. Okay, now in here you can also customize the languages within the chat window. In here, you have a few different options. In here, you can select any one of these. But unfortunately, I only understand English from this language, so I'm not gonna change any language in here. But you have a few options in here like German, French, Dutch, so on and so forth. So you can use that one too. Now this is what we have created so far. We have created a chat widget with certain customization, and let's save this. Now, after getting this chat widget created and customized according to our preference, now we have 2 or 3 different options to enable it to put it on our website. If we have our website created outside the sale process and in WordPress, you can get the code for the WordPress through here, and we would be adding this particular plugin in our WordPress. Once we add that, it will connect that lead connector in there. That is the name, and then you can enable it through there, and this chat widget will automatically pop up on your website that is created within the WordPress. Also, you can get the code of this widget, and you can copy this code and put it on your website in the header, and it will also work on your website that are created like within the HTML place, and it will also do it. But what if you have created your website funnel pages within the sale process? Then what you will do, navigate to, like, let's go to funnels, and we would go to the same Christmas funnel that I'm playing around with for so many weeks. So we're going to use the same funnel. Yeah, there we go. Right now, if we take a preview of that funnel, there is no chat widget that we have created in here. So let's put it up in here. And by going into the settings and then selecting the chat widget from here and selecting the demo chat widget and then clicking save. Now what it did is on our demo page, now if we look at the preview, the chat widget should come up in here with all the customization. Look at that, email address is popping up. Now, if I fill it here, it will. Okay, yeah, David and David. Test chat widget. That is our message that I'm sending. Check mark is there. Okay, now this message is sent, and automatically the chat widget has replied, "Thank you. One of our representative will contact you shortly." Now, this information that it gathered, now it should appear in our conversation right here. Let's go in here. There we go. And there we go. Test widget. This is the message that the customer typed. It automatically created a contact, and this is the message. Now we can reply to this person on his SMS or maybe to his email. It will automatically pick that up and will send the message to them. Now, we can create a message reply using the automation as well. But before I go there, let me, okay, close this. Okay, let's create the automation for it. Let's go to the automation and let's send him an automatic message. And for that, I'm going to go to page 14 maybe. Oh, recipes. Okay, maybe 13. Yeah, one of these workflows I'm going to use. Okay, it's going to be chat widget. Chat widget demo. One, dash this. Widget. Okay, now to connect it to our chat widget to automatically send another reply rather than using the chat widget's reply, we can put a trigger of customer reply because he sent us a message, so customer reply. Now in the trigger, we have to tell it how the message is coming up to us. And for that, we have to tell it from which channel the message is coming. Okay, come on, load the filter. There we go. So in here, we would select the reply channel. That is the first thing. And there you go. Within the filters, you have the chat widget option, and then we can save it. Now, any message that is sent through the chat widget right here will be added. That person will be added to this workflow. And in here, we can like tell him to send SMS to that person Okay, somebody already left. Okay, that is interesting. And we can send the message like, hey there, thank you for your kind message. Please click this link below to visit our product catalog. What is the spelling of catalog? Catalog. There you go. And something like that. And then we can put up some in here, link to our site, and we save it. We can also send the same message to him via email. So I'm gonna put a wait for 1 minute in here. 1 minute wait. Rather, let's create the wait for like 20, a few seconds. And then I'm gonna send him an email. And the email is chat reply, something like this is my subject, something in here. Let's save it. And obviously, we need an internal notification to us. So I'm going to put that on the top. And this is going to be an internal notification. And I want it as a notification. New chat widget query. And in here, I'm going to type a few things. So customer name, customer email, customer on, and customer message. So these are the headers. So the customer name is gonna use a custom value, contact, his full name. I want his email address as well. So that's there. Phone number, put that one there. And the message. Now this is going to be important. So let's put the message body. Okay, let's search in here. Message. Message and message body. And let's save this. Okay, what is the valid point? What is missing? What is missing? Ah. And okay, so to conversation, that's where I want to, and I want it to a particular user, and that user is, okay, what is, sorry about that, I don't know my username, so I'm gonna select one of the username. Come on, load. I think it should be help desk. Let's just make sure that it is help desk. And seems like this is help desk. Sure, where is my stuff? This. Holy moly, I don't have that. Yeah, so it is the help desk. Okay, got it. So help desk is the user. Let's save this. Let's save it. Publish this workflow. And because this thing is going to happen again and again, so I turned on the allow re-entry in there. And I can make this workflow start and stop by doing it like a specific time. And so let's just, for now, let's make it 24 all. Let's save this. And now let's go to the template. Close this. Let's refresh it. Now let's see how that one works. So I'm gonna send, okay, David test. So I'm gonna say, hey, I like your product. How can I purchase your product? For example, this is the message that is sent by the customer to us by filling out the details. Now we will receive the automatic message in here. And now what should happen? The customer, that is me, David Test, should get an email and should also get an SMS. Also, there should be a notification, so we can uh, click in here. Where is that? Need help? Where is? There we go. So there you go. This is the notification that I just got from the chat widget. This is what I wanted. The customer name is David Test. The customer email is this one. Customer phone is this one. And customer message. Hey, I like your product. How can I purchase your product? This is the message that was sent to the person. I created the notification to be shown within the notification. You can send it to your email, to your SMS. So you can like talk to that particular customer automatically by coming back in here. Now, if you go to the conversation in David Test, he has got two different things. So one is we told him that he should get an email. So there's the email. He got that email, chat reply, something, something, and book a call in here. That is the calendar's automatic setup. There you go. Thank you for your kind message. Please click this link below to visit our product catalog. Now, this is sent through that automation. And this was the message that was sent by David, who visited our site. And here, if you click in here, you see the icon in here, or we click on this detail, it would tell you that it is coming from the chat widget. The icon in here is like the chat one. Okay. Now, if we, because I set the notification, so the notification only came up in here like this. You see the new message automatically sent. This is the system notification that we have done for previously. But this is how you can automate. Now that you got this message, the customer received the thank you message, one of the person would be in contact. Now you can send him a detailed message to here whenever you want to receive him. This is how you can create a real-time chat widget on your website, which would be replying automatically also through the workflow and would be sending you a notification to respond to that customer and what was his message. You can see all of that in here, and you can interact with your customer that way. Anyone who is visiting your website, he didn't click on the button or he didn't purchase the product, he can interact with you right here in the chat widget, can set up his message, he would be receiving a reply, and he would be satisfied. Then you can start communicating to him. That will create two interesting things. One, you would be interacting with any potential customer. You would be getting his question directly. Plus, the second thing is now you have his details, his contact creating in the system. Now you can use this information to actually create even more powerful automation, like, let me see where I believe I named it 001. Yeah, there we go. And we should put a tag to the customer. We should add contact tag. and let's call it chat widget. Chat widget is the tag that I'm trying to add to the person, and let's tell it that it is chat widget. Now, because we have added the chat widget in here, we can create another workflow whose trigger would be contact tag added as chat widget, and you can create a nurture sequence to maybe make him book an appointment, maybe book a particular page of your website, or essentially anything. Now you have his contact information, and you can automatically put him in your nurtures and force him. As I say every time, like if we get anybody's information in here, it's either buy or die. So now you have his contact information, nurture him till he dies or he buys your product. So that information collection is the most important part that you achieved using the chat widget that you created within the sale process, and then created an automation, bunch of automation actually, to nurture him and to give him that particular information. Like you can also, not this one, the trigger that I have set up in here is the basic one. I just told him, okay, anybody sends a message in here in the chat widget, reply to him. You can put more filters in here. For example, now if the message contains appointment, add it to the workflow. If it doesn't contain the appointment, then don't add it to the workflow. So now you can create an automatic responses by using these filters in here. Which phrase it has? Oh, does it have any content, any particular content or any particular phrase? You can put a message in here, type meaning in the chat widget, and we would send you the calendar link. Now, what will happen? It will create the temptation for him, fill it out, put the word meeting in here, and in your automation, you're telling it contains like exactly match. Where is that exactly match? Exactly match the meeting word, and now start the automation and send him the calendar link to book an appointment with you, or join a webinar, or take him to the products page where your products are getting sold. So you can create customized trigger. Now, if you don't want to create the customized trigger, you can use the if-else condition in here and tell it to sort the message into different lines. If it mentioned the appointment, take him to the calendar one. Products, take him to that page. Maybe just information or Phoebe. You can put different messages, and according to that message, you can sort them out using the if-else condition into any particular set of communication, and through those set of communication, you can nurture him essentially to your target place. Now that's about it about the chat thing, the chat widget that we wanted to create. Now let's go to another thing in here. We created the chat widget, this one, the demo chat widget that we have created. It is set up using the SMS and email function. Now we can also create a live chat. Now the live chat, it will only work. It's a two-way conversation. It will grab the customer's message, will place it in the conversation, and your agent or your employee should be sitting 24/7, and he can talk to the person within the chat window automatically. Now those will be the messages back and forth. Now you can create the automation with it, but do remember, when you're using the live chat feature in here, after 15 or maybe 20 minutes, you cannot send a message directly to the chat window. Now that is the second option for your chat widget. And the third option, as I explained before, that is the WhatsApp. If you have purchased and configured your WhatsApp business within the sale process, you can use that to send the messages. If they interacted through the chat widget on your website, you can also send them the message on the WhatsApp channel as well. That's about it. The chat widget cannot reply to social media accounts. That is one limitation that we have created. We have not linked the chat widget to their social media. Like, let's say I'm talking through the chat widget, it won't reply me on my Facebook or Instagram account. Even if I have those added in here, it won't reply there. Can only talk to the chat widget, back to the chat widget, or the second point, it could send SMS or email to the customer as a responses. And again, if you are using the live chat one in here, in the automation, the trigger is gonna be the same one customer reply, but a little bit different in here. Let me show you that difference. So in this, we selected the reply channel chat widget, and that's about it. We can like select the live chat from here if you have created the chat widget using the live chat. So if you're using SMS and email, you would select the chat widget. If you have created the chat widget using the live chat function, you need to just change the reply channel filter in here to live chat. That's about it. You can create this on your website to get any visitors and make him put his information and start talking to you. Now, obviously, you can create this a bit more differently too. What I'm telling is you can tell it, okay, to only start this workflow during the specific time. That is the time you're not in front of the computer. And tell him to respond, just send the message, okay, one of us will be in contact with you soon. And in the morning, when you wake up and you're back to your business, it will send you the notification. These are the messages that it got in the night. And now you can start responding to them. And obviously, when you're talking to them personally, you can make them purchase your product or book a meeting or, whatever your end target is. Now, if you look at the enrollment history or what happened, this was the message that we received after creating the chat widget and adding in the automation. And here we can see all the details. The customer reply trigger was happened, then internal notification was sent. That is the notification that you saw by clicking in here. And then an SMS was sent to the customer. It was failed because I don't have configured the phone number, but essentially it tried to send the message. Then there was a wait function. The wait function actually waited for this much time, and then the wait was completed, and then email was sent to the customer, and that particular customer was removed from the workflow because there were no more messages. So you can create complex workflows and automation to sort your chat widget responses, and you can create different types of automation using the intent feature in here. Like, let's say, let me add in here, you can tell it if his on intent is negative or positive, you can create those filter. You can use those filters in here, and you can sort the conversation into different types, and it will sort them out. When you're creating the chat widget automation workflow, always remember to use this. Allow re-entry should be enabled. And the second thing is to stop this workflow from getting into the loop, there should be a wait function in here at the end, and it should at least have like an hour or so something gap. So if person is typing again and again and again, it won't create the loop, and it will not lock your workflow or put it in the draft and telling you that there is a loop in your automation. to take care of that, just put a wait function for at least an hour at the end, so that person who sent you the message through the chat widget would be stuck at the last step, and after an hour, is if he sends the new message, then he will be added again, so on and so forth. So according to your preference, you can customize the chat widget, the coloring, the looks, the messages, the picture, the responses, and how you want to interact with that particular query or the customer. But also you can create a very complex workflows in here to segregate them according to their messages and what kind of responses you want the automation to send to the customer according to their message or the verbiage of that message, and you can see that in your site. That is another tool that we use on our website to grab more leads, essentially from those people who are visiting our website. Now, please unmute yourself and ask any question about the chat widget or the automation that we have created today. And if you don't have any question, then I'm going to tell you what would be our homework for this week. So, Jaya, do you have any question for me about the chat widget? You're the only person today, so I'm going to ask you directly. Please unmute yourself, and if you have any question, please do ask that question. Okay, it seems either you are not in front of your computer or something like that. Anyways, so I'm gonna tell it. The homework that you're gonna create is you're gonna set up a live chat widget on your sales page or your checkout page, and you're gonna take the picture of that and put it with the hashtag sale process wins homework, and show us how you have created the chat widget and how it is working. Do remember that the integration of chat widget into the funnels and into the store. There was this question about the store by Joreen, though she left, but if you want to add it in the store, you can also go to the stores, and let's say this is our store, for example. And in here, if we want to add it to our store, we can select the chat widget right from here, and we can tell it, okay, select add this chat. Now, if I save it in here, and we go to our stores like product list page, the chat widget should pop up in here. Okay, did I not enable that? Okay, let me come on. There we go. The chat widget just came up, and now the customer, even on your store or on your website, on your funnel, anywhere, you can use the same chat widget option from within the setting, and you can use that. Right now, I'm gonna put it to none. And there you go. You have all the information to set it up. Joreen, though you were not here, your question is answered by going into the setting under the stores and just enable the chat widget in here, and it will work the same way, the same workflow, and the automation will work. So that's about it for today. And you have your homework. Create a chat widget, or simply set up a live chat widget on your sales page or on your checkout page, and take a snapshot of that and put it with the hashtag sale process win on the channel. And there you go. That is the homework. And I'll see you guys next week for the new topic. And the new topic is how we can do the speed cells, optimizing our funnels, how we can optimize our funnel, load time to boost the conversions and reduce the drop off. So if the page, like this page, if it takes long time to load, mostly people would not even stay up to see the whole product if it didn't load correctly and quickly. How we can optimize our funnel size? Should we put up way heavy pictures there or not? How we can optimize that? How we can reduce the load time and reduce the drop off of our visitors? And we're gonna why it kills the why slow pages kills the sale and how Cloudflare can fix it. That's a tip that's gonna happen. We're gonna talk about it in detail in our next week's session and how we can integrate the Cloudflare to our domain to make our website load faster, create it within the sale process, and all the nooks and crooks there. And we gotta do that. So that's about it for today. Don't forget about the homework. The homework is to create a chat widget or set up live chat widget on your sale page or checkout. And using the hashtag sale process win, please upload the picture of that widget, how it is working, what is your customization. Do not put the default image. At least put your image. That would be good in the homework. And we'll see you next week on Wednesday. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.